Today I'm gonna share how to use Facebook ad placements to maximize your conversions. First of all, what is a placement? A placement is where your ads are being shown. This could be Facebook feed, Instagram feed, Facebook stories, Instagram stories, the audience network, and so on. Before I start this video, I wanna say that some placements are much more profitable than others. That's why today I'm gonna share the placements that made me the most money. I'm gonna give you real life examples, and I'm gonna share a 3-step framework that will help you find the placements that will make you the most money. In step number 3, I'm gonna give you a quick tip that will help you increase the engagement on your ads by 29%. So make sure you stick to the end, because this is the one video you need to see if you wanna lower the cost per conversion and get much more conversions. First of all, how I discovered this approach to running ads. This happened in 2017. I had my very first Facebook ads job. I just graduated university, and after quitting 6 or 7 jobs, I managed to land a job as a Facebook ads media buyer. I managed to learn Facebook ads quickly, and I was able to scale campaigns like nobody else in the company. That's why I got promoted. With the promotion, I had to manage a huge ad spend, and I had a small team of 4 people. That was my very first serious job after graduating university, so I was very committed to make it work. I was eager to work hard, long hours, study Facebook ads, because pretty much if I didn't make this job work, I was about to get fired, because as you know, Facebook ads is very results oriented job. Luckily, I had a very good work ethic and I was able to make it all work, but pretty much every day the company I was working for was selling the product pretty much all around the world. I was also trying to figure out what countries work best, what bidding strategy worked best for each country, and I was trying to break down the ad account, and I was constantly trying to find out the best combination of targeting, bidding strategy, placements, and all that, because the more I could optimize the ad account, the better results I could get, and I had a higher chance of keeping the job and earning a decent bonus salary at the very end of the month. It was all going decent, it was all going great, but one day in 2017, I think it was March, Facebook launched stories, and I think that was the first time when you could place your ads to appear in the stories, and it was crazy new. Nobody knew what to do, nobody knew how to run Facebook ads stories. It was not like today there is something new with Facebook ads and there are like a bunch of gurus making videos about it. So pretty much nobody knew what was happening. One day I went to work, I did the usual breakdown of the ad account, and I saw that Instagram stories are making crazy amounts of money. Because of that, I created a single campaign that targets only Instagram stories. The way I did it, I made the creative fit the Instagram story feed, because stories were super new. There wasn't TikTok, there wasn't YouTube shorts, there wasn't none of that. So it was quite innovative, if I have to be honest with you. And even isolating Instagram stories in a single campaign, I never saw anybody else doing it. It was quite controversial back then, but I just decided to do it because my ad accounts were doing quite well already, so pretty much I had nothing to lose. I have to make something clear. Whenever Facebook launches a new placement, usually they want to optimize the placement. That's why the placement is cheaper, and not many people are using the placement the right way. So whenever a new placement is out, it's either very good or very bad. In my case, the Instagram story placements in 2017 was extremely cheap because there was no competition, and because I was brave enough to test the Instagram story as a placement, I was able to make a killing. And from the very first few days I launched the Instagram story campaign, the results were insane. and this placement even until today makes me a lot of money. And ever since then, ever since I discovered the power of isolating one placement and knowing what works, I know the importance of knowing how each placements perform for each ad account, because I've been running ads for the last, 8 years. I've been working with different types of clients, and I'm noticing that different placements work different for each client. That's why in this video I'm gonna give you my framework, and my framework will help you identify which placements work for you. Now, the step 1 to my framework: if you wanna maximize your conversions using placement, the first step you should follow is just know the profitability of each placement. How do you know if the placement is profitable or not? It's very simple. All you need to do is go to your ads manager, and as you can see on the screenshot, select the menu, choose by delivery, and select placement. Once you do that, you'll be able to see all of your placements, and you're gonna see how they perform. After that, you can rate the placements by results. This is how all my placements perform. If I wanna create another campaign, I'm just gonna pick the most profitable placements, and I might create a campaign that targets all those placements. For example, here I see that the Facebook Reels perform very well. I see that the Instagram Reels kind of perform not that well, but I think that if I isolate those in a specific campaign, and if I make a Facebook ad creative that is exactly tailored to fit Reels, I might deliver very good results. So this is something I always keep in mind, and this is how I usually break down my campaigns every few days, so I know what works. And if I discover a new placement, I'm just gonna target the new placement in a isolated campaign. And this brings me to step number 2. If you wanna get the most out of your Facebook ad placements, you need to be able to test placements the right way. So the way I said it, you can split test placements. First, the way I do it, I start with automatic placements or Advantage Plus. This is basically Facebook targeting all the placements available. After I run the ads for a few days, I just do the breakdown and I see what placements work the best, and I'm gonna duplicate the campaign, but I'm gonna isolate only the placements that delivered conversions. When you do the placements breakdown, you'll find out that some of the placements you're running are just losing money and they're not making any conversions. For example, for me, that placement is Audience Network. I have mixed results with the Audience Network placements. I'm not sure why is that. I mainly sell online courses and information products, but also in some ad accounts I had amazing results for the Audience Network, so it's very hard to say if you should run the Audience Network. I usually turn it off. I've tested many times, but those were the results for me. Let me know how the Audience Network works for you in the comments below. Now, how do you decide if a placement is profitable or not? The number one thing you should be aware of is the return on ad spend. Is the placement making money or not? If it does not make money, you simply turn it off. Also, you need to figure out if the placement is getting enough budget. If the placement just has 11 impressions, probably you should keep the ad running. You can also take a look at the link click-through rate. If the link click-through rate is lower than 1% or 0.5%, of course this will also depend on the different placement, because for example the Facebook feed will always have the highest click-through rate, but taking a look at the click-through rate will give you a decent idea if people are engaging with this placement. Also, another thing you should have in mind is, are the creatives in the campaign fitting the placements? For example, if the creatives in your campaign are optimized to appear on the Facebook feed and you're running this campaign also to Instagram story, the Instagram story placement might not get decent click-through rate, therefore the return on ad spend will not be there, so you'll be losing money, if that makes sense. And this brings me to step number 3 to get the most out of your Facebook ad placements. And here I'm just gonna give you some quick tips that will help you improve the engagement rate on your ads. The first thing would be always optimize your ads for mobile placement. Mobile should come first because most of your traffic will come from mobile devices. So if you're creating video ads, make sure the captions are large enough so they could be easily read on mobile. Another thing you could do here is to customize ad creatives to fit each placement. So for example, if you want to target Instagram Reels, you should create a vertical videos. Also, if you create a vertical video, make sure you add captions or subtitle, because people who browse Instagram, Facebook are using their phones without sound, so they cannot hear the sound, but they can read. That's why it is super important to have captions or subtitles on your videos. Another thing you could do would be to experiment with different formats such as images, carousel videos, or collection ads. For me, my best ads were single image ads that run on the Facebook feed. So in my media buying career, in my Facebook ads career, while working with clients, while running a Facebook ads agency, I discovered that the simpler the ad, the better, and I discovered that single image ads work best. I'm also getting great results with video ads, but it's somehow much more difficult to create a video ad. This was the video for today. My name is Niko. Make sure you subscribe to my channel. If you have any questions related to Facebook ads, make sure you comment below. Feel free to check the links in the description below. And yeah, I'll talk to you soon.